So welcome to BTU here at IPC Apex Expo. Delighted to be joined by Bob Bouchard. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well, Trevor.
Yeah. So we're standing here in front of course, the legendary now Aurora, which is making its US debut here today. But the machine's been out almost for a year, about 9 months now. So what's been the feedback from the market for the Aurora?
So that's right. It's been out for about a year, and most of our installations that we have now that have been running for several months or almost a year at this point, is we're seeing great reliability from the product. Mm-hmm. We've had no major concerns, which is always a good sign, right? Yeah. We've got the DNA of our Pyramax product line in this machine, so we were confident that when we launched it that it would be. That it would certainly be a reliable tool for us.
Right.
But some of the other feedback that we're getting as well is some of the new features that we've put into the machine. The integrated flux management of Aqua-Scrub has been working quite well. It's 95% plus efficient at removing flux residues from the machine.
Yes.
It is consistently meeting those goals and objectives with customers. They're delighted with that performance. Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of focus on some of our newer tools in terms of mainly around cost of ownership tools, really,
right.
Which is energy management, for example, is another good one. We've got our energy pilot system, which is used for managing the power in the system and the energy that it consumes during idle times and such on the equipment as well as looking at nitrogen consumption, again, another utility that nitrogen ovens consume. We're hitting great numbers there as well to reduce our customers' costs.
Right. So, of course, all of these things play into sustainability, which is a massive topic in the industry. But I mean, the Aqua-Scrub, of course, is a beautiful tool. It's a horrible job cleaning the flux out of these systems, and it's just nice that it's integrated into the machine. Everything's integrated into the footprint of the machine, and it's not hanging out the back like an appendage or something else that you bolt on.
Right.
It's a very nicely designed machine.
Yeah, so that's exactly right. I mean, we had the opportunity with Aurora, the new platform, to build in and design up front all of those integrations and capabilities built into the system. And in fact, for the Aqua-Scrub system in particular, we've also improved the efficiency of removing the flux residues from the process chamber because we're able to design in new extraction systems that are more efficient at getting the flux out of the system and into the Aqua-Scrub where it can be cleaned.
Right. Okay. One of the other beauties I like about the Aurora is of course its flexibility, because you can redesign these zones as you need them to be either cool down zones or peak temperature or whatever. So explain how that works.
Yeah, right. That's really good. Thanks for mentioning that. The Aurora platform, the process chamber, has been designed in such a way to allow us to take advantage of changes in applications or variations in applications, thermal processes, by having flexibility in how many heating or cooling zones a specific process chamber length can have. So what does that kind of mean? It means simply that the customer has the opportunity, if they have maybe a unique application or something special, maybe it's a curing application where they need a couple of extra zones and they could live without less cooling. So more heating, less cooling. Well, this has the flexibility built into it now where we can do that at time of order. So the customer can select 14 zones and 2 cooling zones or so on and so forth. Another area as well in terms of flexibility is the fact that the ovens now can be longer. Okay. So our Pyramax platform, this is the successor to the Pyramax. We had a limited overall length machine that we could build in the Pyramax. This new platform has the scalability in it for us to go beyond a traditional reflow oven length for some of those newer applications and very high volume applications for reflow.
So what sort of length are we talking about?
So our longest oven would be 16 heated zones and 6 cooling zones.
Wow.
So it's
very long.
What sort of
application would you use that for?
So basically it's throughput. So the customer is looking for running a faster conveyor speed because they need to get more product through the oven.
Got it.
In most cases, that's the reason for it. So it would be maybe a dual lane situation where the product is running through the oven in 2 lanes.
So it's cell phones or something.
Very, very, very high volume. Or another application, again, reflow. A trend that we're seeing now that is starting to warrant longer ovens is the cooling rates for certain products have to be controlled very, very tightly. So that trend basically says with a longer oven, we have more zones that we can convert or use as cooling zones to control it, to control the cooling rate, basically.
So, Bob, tell us a little bit about the manufacturing down in Mexico, what the journey to opening up a manufacturing unit down there, but then also what are you manufacturing? Is it Pyramax systems for that market?
Yeah, so our Mexico manufacturing, it's an area that we're moving to be closer to our customers. The manufacturing in Mexico will service both the Americas markets as well as our Europe markets. We're focused on our air-only ovens currently.
Okay.
So that's how we're working to build our supply chain and expand our footprint in the Americas with our Mexico manufacturing.
Right. Okay. So when you say you're supplying part of the European market with some of these units, is that because they have free trade agreements with more countries out of Mexico than, for example, they have in the United States?
Yeah. So really, behind that is most of our ovens are manufactured in China.
Yes.
And so certainly the advantage of moving close to home here in the Americas is to eliminate tariffs and, so import tariffs, the cost of shipping units across the ocean, which reduces the cost for our customers clearly, right? Right. It gives them better lead time, and it helps us develop a supply chain, spare parts, all of that, all in the Americas, as well as the ability to have additional manufacturing space to support the European market as well.
So thank you for that, Bob, and thank you for also showing us the first Aurora that's being launched here in North America, and we wish you every success with it.
Thank you.
Why do something 3 times when you can do it only once? Using N1 Pass technology, BTU's new Profile Tracer is a next-generation thermal profiling tool, providing real-time data acquisition for oven optimization. It identifies inconsistencies due to temperature variables at both the product level and the heat source. Profile Tracer measures dual temperature locations as well as vibration, all in one pass, giving you time to attend the more important things in life.